Oh. Yes!
I think I want this with dregs. Um, I don't know what the route to victory is going to be like. Okay, we got some moldeds anyway, and a lady of the house. So we're going to be molding dregs. We're going to have like a big conduit floor with the moon pixies. And if I had pulled a moon pixie last run, maybe that would have helped me win. I think we never want volatile gauge. We have so many zero cost cards that would suck. Yeah, it was kind of deck bloat. I did kind of let that happen as I was playing through because I was thinking I really, really don't want to redraw this corruption. If I had actually just not taken that event, maybe that wins the run because I had forgotten about the conflict between that event and the Ember Drain strat. So if I hadn't taken that, I could probably just play clean Ember Drain and maybe that wins. Because if I was playing clean Ember Drain and I just had Quick on the Astrologer, that's probably fine. I mean, I'm going to go mooncycle again. Let's try and mooncycle some molded nonsense. I like Lady the House, the bottom floor here. I want Ekka hanging out with as many regs as possible. I forgot their name for a sec. Oh, right, they come in at 1, so he's still gonna get killed. I'm just gonna eat that mistake. I can't play this one as fast as I was playing the early game last run. Okay, this cannot take all 3 hits. I guess we'll do this too. We might wind up needing to mold Ekka too, while we're at it. 6 damage coming in. Can't actually block this whole thing, can't I? Can I? Oh, I can block it enough. Let's see. I mean, these make 3 attacks. I have 3 units. One of these units eats 2 attacks, which means that I can kill at least 1 Forsaken. But that's about all I can do. Let's heal up. Am I trying to block attacks or maximize the number of hits I get in? I need you out of the way. Try that. I think I know the mistake I made this fight. I think I can't play these up top. Let me do this again. I gotta remember, like, the molded mindset. Like, Melting Remnant hates for floors to be full. We hate Train Stewards so much. I'm only gonna have... I'll play some Spear Stewards. So I don't mind if there's a Spear Steward in the bottom car. This should be fine. I think it's probably Shield Steward here. We kill both the Forsaken with that. I think it's the Drag? What are my 4 cards? We're drawing 2 Drags, a Mold, and the Witchweave. We'll play the Moon Pixie. I'll have Drags next turn. Assuming I shoot him for 25 here, Because 15 isn't enough for me to get an extra round of fighting. So I think we mold the lady of the house. Play her top floor. And then hopefully we redraw some molded, and I can bring in some other stuff with that. So it's got to be something that comes in with a high enough burnout. Damage. I think we let the Pyre take care of the rest of that. Actually, does another Dreg do it? Close, close. Yeah, we'll take one Pyre hit. That's tolerable for a first round. I think this is the harder of the two first floor bosses anyway. Right, we have a Life Mother's Pyre. I wonder what we're doing with that. Out of these, I'll take a Bloody Moon. These are not mooncycle cards. Get a draft? I like a draft. Wicklash is also good, but I really like the draft here. I think we need drafts for this to work. What we're about to be doing. I want Merchant of Steel. Nightingales? Yeah, I think we're closer to Nightingales on strat. I like the Speed Stone. I like this a lot. Do we also Frenzy Stone something? Do we Frenzy Stone the same draft and just say, like, this guy multi-quicks for days? We're up against Dominion Seraph, but it's not... Like, I don't think that's a problem. We just send it on this unit. I think we're pinning everything on drafts, we're multiplying drafts, and we go for, like, holdover molded. Or we get a waxed spike and try to duplicate it. This Mark of Invasion we take because of Witch Weaves. Quicksilver Cherubs is an annoying fight, though. But it's probably fine. I think we do, like, Ekka, Nightingale, don't play the Shield Stewards, Lady of the House. The new Lady of the House is pretty interesting. Let's see, Bloody Moon, Reg, not multi-attacking. Yeah, I'll play a Spear Steward here. But these guys are going to get through. Means we'll have a full 7 units looking at us, actually. But we'll be on New Moon, so we've got our multi-strike. Well, I need to do at least this, and then Ekka dies. Which could maybe be more alarming than I'm actually alarmed. But I think we just, you know, have to play through it, and it's the nature of being a Melting Remnant. Raph kills this entire line. I just de-quick you, and I guess where we put this drag doesn't matter all that much. Okay, and here are our moldeds for us to actually play the game. I think we need just the draft, and probably the Lady of the House. And that is pretty close to winning. Let's play this, pop you. If I get rid of my Witch Weaves, my deck on the redraw turns out really small. Yeah, like, I redrew Molded here super fast. I think it's the Lady again. Of course, every time I bring Lady of the House back, she comes back notably stronger. She comes back with more burnout. And she's got it. Very interested in the update for Lady of the House. I mean, she was a good unit before. Let's see. I don't think I care about Phase Blessing because I'd rather just have my units die. Um, Starstruck is like a thought, but I'm not going to take it. I'm actually very comfortable taking a third copy of Molded. I think that helps, weirdly enough. I want Merchant of Magic here for sure. Lady of the Reformed. So Lady of the Reformed actually plays decently well with Lady of the House too. And I still haven't mastered Lady of the Reformed. I'm gonna try her. I want Spell Chain Molded. And make it cheap. I can't really afford much else. I'm gonna duplicate the draft. Wait, that was a mistake. I was supposed to check my event before I duplicate the draft. And this is why I was supposed to check the duplicate before I, check the duplicate. This is why I was supposed to check before I duplicate the draft. We want Worthy Sacrifice. The question is, where are we putting Worthy Sacrifice? It's either on the draft or it's on the Lady of the House. I think I'm going to put it on the draft. I was supposed to put it on him and then duplicate him and then have 2 units with the busted keyword. I'm going to be honest, like, we might already win the run, because I know how strong this mechanic is. This is Siphon, so he hits for 7 on turn 1. So he doesn't threaten to kill Ekka. Let's see. If I play Moon Pixie, I can Witch Weave the Spearman out, but I'm not going to worry about that so much. I'm actually not very concerned about where I play most of my units. Do I play the Spear Steward? Yeah, I can make sure the Spear Steward dies, it's fine. That doesn't matter. Get rid of you. I don't want to play into Siphon. I have the most important... I have the second most important unit already dead now. And here's the most important unit. Comes out. Worthy Sacrifice. Mold. You're back. He's back. Worthy Sacrifice. Mold. You're back. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna play him here, and then mold the other one. And then play him here. This lets him siphon a bunch, but we're 1/8 killing him anyway. So, yeah, I'm just going to blow up the rest of this fight with these insane drafts. Yeah, he's going to punch out Ekka. That's fine. Greg, kill you. Our champion could be anybody with a setup like this. I mean, that is the story of this faction for sure. Necromance all in these guys' faces. And okay, we're gonna let this go. I think we're probably looking for card draw on our upgrades more than anything else, so that we can grab Molded more often. Bring this guy back. We set him up over here. He mostly kills the boss. One more guy in the middle. This Lady of the House is swinging at 65. That's pretty good. I mean, I click the button, but I think your description is apt. That doesn't matter. That unit can go to fire anyway. And there is our 4 win the game card. draft. So am I bringing back the other draft for the Lady of the House? I think we bring back the Lady of the House here. Takes 2 attacks for him to kill that. Yep, we got it. Chop, chop, chop. Wickless Recruitment is interesting. I don't care so much about dropping debuffs. But we can do something like removing Burnout from the draft. It's pretty funny. What about Intent on Death? We don't actually have extinguish abilities right now, do we? Bummer. I really like this card. It's just a fun card to play. We don't really have a plan around title turning. I think this is Wickless Recruitment or it's a pass. I think I pass here. It hasn't gotten a DLC, but it did get a big patch that added a lot of... It added equipment and rooms to the older factions, and it rebalanced the game so that all of the infinite combos are gone, pretty much. I'm going to take a Lunar Priestess here. I think it's Limbo Solace. Let me do that. I just want to consistently have drafts and reanimation in my hand. I think it's probably Merchant of Trinkets. Yeah, I mean, infinite combos were kind of something, but I think they were a little boring to play a lot of the time, so I'm glad they kind of cut that out. There's like no unit upgrades we can grab that matter more than this singular draft. Let's see. I don't think we take this. We have no expensive spells. No spell power stuff. We don't need triple stack on anything, so yeah, that's a pass. I don't think I've gotten any of my infinite combo videos up on YouTube yet. Guild Marker is an auto pick. We don't have Mage Blade creatures. So do we take a Perspective Manifold Mirror? I don't think there are any, actually. If you can think of one, let me know. Because they killed the Votivary Infinites, and they killed the Awoken Railspike Infinites. Bug People? I don't remember Bug People. I might take another Duplicate here, and duplicate another draft. I'm going to duplicate another draft. I'm going to take the Manifold Mirror, because at the very least, we could do, like, Manifold Mirror Fight Room, and it's actually fine. I don't remember those. Were they some of the enemies in one? I don't remember one very well at all, actually. I'm just going to keep rolling Lunar Steward. Because any scaling we get out of mooncycling sticks through reanimates. And that's pretty cool. Oh, it was a DLC faction. Oh, okay. I didn't remember. Oh, that's right. There was a new faction in the DLC. I forgot all about that. I remembered it had the extra bosses and stuff. Get the Lunar Priestess out. I think Lady of the House, Lady of the Reformed is still a solid way to run this first floor. I think I only like the Nightingale if I get bonus space. Like, I only like him with in the Mooncycle room if I get more space. Just gonna bring him out, sacrifice him, and molded him, and this just gets him up to Burnout 3 really fast. Oh, actually, I wanted to play that drag up top. Oh well, that's fine. Let's get a draft up top for a moment. We mooncycle after he shows up, so we can actually get a little bit of scaling. And the rest of this doesn't matter very much. Yep. Oh, we're actually killing that collector. Nice. if I bring in Moon Pixie here, it's got to be 2 Moon Pixies for the Bloody Moon to kill. Which we can't actually afford to do. Looks like we can double Witch Weave you. Get them a little more scaling. Yeah, I remember they had some kind of weird dot mechanic. I don't remember how it worked, though. A second draft has hit the car. Despite having 2 of these, I think I mostly just keep molding the same one. I'm not 100% about that. I need to remove all my stewards. Okay, 400 there. Let's replace them real quick. While they're dead, I can Bloody Moon here with lower repercussions. And then I mold them up on a different floor to avoid the incant effect. $980 should be good pace. I don't have room for a Spear Steward here. Technically do that. I think if I get one more molding effect, we win. Bloody Moon, Shard, molded, big graph, and I had a blocker for him if I needed it. Okay, so I still need something to play with my Manifold Mirror. I'll take a Mooncaller. It might turn into something. Might matter. Votivary? So this is a weird thing that they added in. It's a room now that gives friendly units endless. I think that's pretty bad, because you usually don't want to have that many units be endless. There are a couple cases where I think it could be okay if you're doing, like, maybe Imp strats. Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hades 2. It's super fun. I think I take a Votivary here. I think I'm going Merchant of Trinkets. Actually, no, this is really good. I need a Vortex, and I want a room. Yeah, they do like that. Okay, I can take Dante's Footstool in whatever room I buy, and then Manifold Mirror it. It should be really strong. Let's find out what it is in a moment. I'm going to drop Shield Stewards. Spear Stewards are a little more playable because they take up less space. I probably need a space upgrade after Hail. What if I Hall of Mirrors the entire train? Huh. Cardless units can't be brought back with molded. I don't know. That's true. They always work pretty well together. Imps are really fun. Some imp strats can be fun with Lazarus too. I had a good like Lazarus imps run that recently hit YouTube. I don't think I can justify Hall of Mirrors. I think it makes things too cramped since I didn't take the space upgrade. I don't think I can do it. Although it does wind up with me like quick hitting floors for like good amount of damage. How much stats they come back? They come back with +5/+5 per reform. So they're going to be swinging for like 45, and there's going to be like 4 of them per floor. I don't think that works well enough. It's true, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Oh, this is a new one they added. So Resin Blades is an equipment that when the unit dies, it comes back to your hand. It also adds Burnout and Multi-Strike. So I'm going to play with this for sure. An Eclipse Chamber is very, very mediocre right now, isn't it? Because I have 1 silent unit in the entire train. It is this 1 Nightingale. That's a bummer, man. We could grab an Iron Tongue. It's still... Iron Tongue's still pretty good at Kale, although this is the Holy Feed Kale, so he doesn't care as much. I think this Kale, we actually just need to play a ton of attack power on the bottom floor and beat him up. So I don't think the Iron Tongue even helps. I'm also feeling a little betrayed by the Iron Tongue after that last round went so poorly with it. Yeah, I think the Resin Blade's pretty good with that. I could also hand an Iron Tongue to a Draff and enjoy the fact that it's multi-strike 3 quick at 30. So that's quick multi-strike 90. But it's got a time limit on it because the Draff will burn out and die. And I don't think I can support the burnout long enough. But I like the Resin Blades. Definitely rolling with these Resin Blades. Let me maybe take more card removes so I can get rid of more of these Spear Stewards and have a cleaner deck. I'm going to remove 1 Witch Weave too. Alright, now our removes are getting a little too expensive to keep playing. Alright, I think I'm taking Space as my next upgrade. The Mind Muddler actually hurts us here a bit. I mean, we took a Limbo Solace because we like the card draw, so Mind Muddler offsetting that actually kind of stings. Oh, okay, well, we got a really strong start this time. I think it's funny that we're going to Witch Weave this guy 3 times to get rid of him. We got a Mooncaller up on the top floor. That's kind of cool. I don't have a way of making this Votavary die immediately. But as long as 1 unit gets through, we'll probably get something through. I'm sure we can put away the Votavary. Once again, I should have put one of these dregs up on the top floor, but I guess we're saving space for a Draft to go there. I'm not even playing the strat that I thought would be cool for this run. I don't really want the sap to happen, I don't think. Oh yeah, Luna Stygian is a very simple, is probably the simplest spell slinger you can get. Which is good, because spell slinger is complicated. Drop in some dudes. Alright, Votavary is getting killed, we like that. Yeah, so they changed the Votavary so that you don't draw the cards on the same turn the Votavary dies, so you cannot use Votavary as an infinite enabler. Alright, so we've got a couple of Moldeds, we've got some dead Drafts. Put you up here. Moon Ritual for a little stats. I definitely Votavary there. That is a no-brainer. Then I think I sacrifice you, molded you back, play you on the bottom floor, then get a Dreg in here, another Dreg over here, Resin Blades up the one that has 43 attack, it goes up to quick 43x4 with an extra burnout. And we'll move Pixie over here just because. That's true, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to be playing a complicated game plan all the time. Okay, so in this case with 2 moldeds, I think we are worthy sacking both of these guys. And then we will mold them both back. And then re-equip the blades. Play another Moon Pixie. Alright. That is a way of putting it, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill these guys off. So that I can mold them back again. Just scale even higher for me. Why don't you? And that kills. Cool. Yeah, it's a slight nerf to Votavary, but it draws you 2 cards now on the subsequent turn instead of 1 card, so you don't have to do as much to enable it. Moonlit Glaive does nothing for us right now. Cover of Night is interesting. So the +5 attack sticks around for 1, and Stealth 1 is also pretty decent for a lot of melted units. I'm comfortable taking a Cover of Night. I probably like a Fatal Melting. Let's take a Fatal Melting. It takes a surprising amount of work to actually get Fatal Melting up to good damage. I do want to sneak in a Pyre Remains, and maybe we come out of this with another upgraded Molded or something. Well, I think we definitely come out of this with another upgraded Molded, one way or another. Let's see. I'm going to do -1 cost on the Fatal Melting since it's easier to play. Do I want to Permafrost something? Nah, I could Permafrost like one of the Moldeds, but I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think it does enough to be excited about. We're kind of in the realm of punching through things with raw stats, and we just need to try and keep escalating our raw stats. What beats us? So, we won't have Silence Goons against Chosen Dominion, but we will run into something of them. We will run into some of them. Looking for a Silence Room would be very strong, especially while we have Dante's Footstool Manifold Mirror. Our last Merchant of Arms is up over here, so that's our only other chance to get one, right? Did I already check this armory? I didn't. This is probably a fight club. Ooh, I mean, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with Hades 2. It's crazy how you can play Hades 2 and then look back on Hades 1 and then start to be like, oh, there was actually more polish to be done on this game. That's insane. Because Hades 1 feels so incredibly polished. Fight Club is pretty good with all of our quick multi-striking. I'm trying to talk myself out of duplicating the Molded again, or duplicating the drafts again. I think I should just do that. These are my real game plan after all. How many drafts total do I need? Yeah, it's a lot more thoughtful to play now, since you don't have 3 dashes. And I think it's a lot more engaging. I think I might need a 3rd draft, just for good draft saturation. Yeah, it's better about that. The Arcana is more interesting than the Mirror. mana is a very interesting mechanic that makes you think more about your offense, because Zagreus, like, optimal Zagreus is very spammy play. Yeah, I didn't play Ares very much, like Ares boons, in the old version. How is Ekka surviving her first turn? Ekka's surviving her first turn because we play a Dreg, almost certainly. Let's just play these guys, get them out there. Didn't find a Dreg, but I can use a Moon Pixie to block. So the wild thing about this turn is I think I'm playing the Draft just so that I can sacrifice and get rid of the Calcified Ember. And we'll find solutions to this other stuff in a little bit. Yeah, as for my progression in that, I have unlocked the Dissolution of Typhon, but haven't used it yet. Still gotta do that at some point. I think I sacrificed this guy and molded. And then we should be getting, like, Mooncaller Dreg up here. So this Chosen Sniper is getting to eat, and I do not like that. This Fallen Executioner is getting to eat twice, and this Holy Cherub is still living. So there's a lot of problems going on right now. Let me do, I think, this. And then we just try to mooncycle up over here. You think Plasma's not very good? I could see that. The best thing about Ares, though, is that, like, wound application is very strong. I very often pick boons based on, like, what curse is going to play well for me. And it's a very good curse. Okay, this is a bummer. I really don't want this guy to eat. Fortunately, the spell shield prevents me from witch-weaving off the damage shields. I have no space to play a Draft. This is this Dreg. So I think that just has to be what it is. But I can get through this with another Draft. And then I think I scale up this Draft more with molded. So now he will be hitting for 60 x3 quick, which kills the Fallen Executioner. Fallen Executioner should no longer be a problem for the rest of the whole run, basically. Scaling them up more does not help very much. Let's see, I think I bring out a Moon Pixie here. Okay, the Moon Pixie allows us to just kill these on attacks, because a Moon Pixie in a Fight Club matters. Funnily enough. I guess healing here is the only impactful thing that I can do, and I'm just going to take a wallet from this guy. I mean, that makes sense. Because you do have better options for a lot of your primary attacking boons. All right, what are we bringing in now? I think we probably bring out this Draft because with Sacrifice, he's energy positive. And then I use that to bring in the Resin Blades. I'm going to bring out a Dreg here. The other way I could have done that, actually, that was slightly better, is the Dreg I was going to sacrifice, I bring out up here, then I drop the Mooncycle, then I sacrifice him, and then that Draft gets to go home with some scaling. The other thing about resin blades is kind of funny is like I can sacrifice the Straff at any time I want to move the resin blades around. And since the resin blades give burnout 1, it does allow me to kill off any of my units that I want to kill off. That would probably be a really good, powerful thing on like a Hellhorn run. The function of being able to keep moving the resin blades around and killing off your units on demand seems really good for imps. I can play these Vengeful Shards so freely. Get rid of that. Bloody Moon you. Okay, I have 3 valuable drafts. I think at this point, I want to be focusing on having all of my good drafts out on the table. And then I start going into, like, spare draft recursions. Just to say, sack you, molded, bring it back. Sack you, bring it back again. Resin blades, cover. I can't play this Dreg. Removing dregs is a valuable activity. I want the deck small. Because we get to this deck size, and this is theoretically like our turbo mode where we have a guaranteed molded every single turn. So let's see, do I want to refresh this guy? I want the Votavary out here. Fatal Melting is up to 60 damage. This guy needs a friend. There we go. Now we're killing out the Holy Cherub. Oh, right. I forgot Fatal Melting hits the entire row. We need these Witch Weaves out of the deck. They're very, very low yield. I mean, Witch Weave quickly becomes a dead card if you're not playing one of the Conduit Echoes. Votavary block. Okay, yeah, so now our deck is small enough that we draw Fatal Melting every turn, and we can actually keep juicing Fatal Melting. Because we can kill both of these guys. Then molded, 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 get 3 drafts back. I think we're scaling very well, and our biggest concern is going to be the first couple of rounds. Because once we get everything in the consume pile, we're sitting pretty. Maybe I should be moon ritualing on bottom floor. That's just extra. If we win, I'll just take the win. I have no fun of scaling. Oh man, I had a crazy Hades 2 run on stream the other day. I'm trying to remember what the synergy was. Oh, that's right. I had support fire air quality. And that goes so hard. Let's see. Sacrificial Resurrection invents drafts. I actually already have drafts. And I'm already cleaning my deck, so I don't need to worry about that. Coven Spike and Tidal Turning are interesting. I mean, Coven Spike might make the Witch Weaves more playable. I do have access to a lot of energy. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't gone into the like speedrun challenges for Fear yet. I did have time limits going when I was playing Hades 1. I just haven't tried it yet for Hades 2. I think I take an event because I don't think the Merchant of Steel can improve my power at all. Yeah, I think right now it takes an event to make me stronger. We might be able to get some more magic going. Oh yeah, once you're that deep in, I think speedrunning's probably a matter of course. So Quilling Catcher on Ring 7's a definite no. It could be Leaky Pen. Because we have access to a crazy amount of energy generation with these guys. Leaky Pen's +2 card draw makes us pretty strong. It's gonna be annoying against the Titans because we're gonna pull a lot of the sap cards, but I think the way we deal with that is we just play out the saps, kill our sapped units, and then replay them. So I think we can play it. Also, I don't think I've ever won with Leaky Pen, which I don't remember if the game tracks, but we're gonna act as if it does. Just gonna take Mooncycle 3. I don't need holdover on a Fatal Melting, because by the time Fatal Melting is strong, it's just there for us. We could Eternal Stone the Coven Spike and start ramping our Conduit up in a crazy way. I think I'm going to do that because it's a play that actually makes me stronger, and almost nothing else that I'm looking at actually improves my power. Do we duplicate again? I think we don't duplicate again because this Merchant of Trinkets is pretty strong, and I want to keep money for it. I should be able to take this challenge no matter what it is. Let's go for it. This might be a little risky, but I'm still in a place where my units are quick, and, like, them dying is not a problem. Okay. I'm gonna have to get used to playing Leaky Pen a little bit, but, I mean, it looks like we're fine. I'm gonna play a Moon Pixie down here because it lets me Witch Weave this guy, and then we'll just cover Ignite the floor for more damage. It's also 30 damage on the Gladiator. Okay, I want to play these two guys up here, and then Ritual for more scaling. Then we sacrifice him so that we actually have energy for the turn. We Witch Weave those guys. And I think we molded that draft. Is he going here or the bottom floor? I think he's going here. With the Nightingale. We are on New Moon. Which we've probably... No, we're getting somewhere in his reanimates, but I don't know where. I'm just going to do this for now. Okay, yeah, he's going top with one reanimate. That's fine. Okay. Votivary's the no-brainer play. Let's see. I have 3 reanimates in my hand, 2 drafts on the table. That should be an obvious play. Alright. I want to end the round with a draft here. But I think I kill both drafts. Put both of them back in my hand. Okay. Then I play one of the drafts up here. Along with a Moon Pixie before Moon Ritualing. Then I sacrifice him and remold him. So he caught an extra +3/+3. Keep him down here. I give him the Resin Blades. The Conduit does not stick through the molding. I have to put this on my non-burnout unit. Okay, I have a Fatal Melting again. Votivary goes there. This floor is not entirely dying. I need to make sure that it stays that way to some extent. Mooncaller definitely goes up here. I need to replay some stuff there. Okay, I want both of my drafts back. I need one draft on this floor. I think I want one draft up here, then we Moonrid. Alright, and then I've got space for these 3 dregs. So we just play them wherever we can to get them out of here. Fatal Melt, which we... Okay. Yeah, the Amalgam will die on the next floor right now. Moving stuff around so much this deck. Okay, yeah. With the Votivary out, we are drawing our entire deck every round once we're in this state. And this is like the ideal place to be. Get rid of you. Bring him back the first time. The first time we bring him back, we're playing him up here. He can catch a Moon Ritual. Can we move both of these off the floor? No, I need to keep one of them up here. We're going to have drafts like drive by Ekka as much as possible. It's a weird little game plan. Wait, did I not Fatal Melting this floor? Did I not have Fatal Melting? Am I being crazy? It's fine this time, but I maybe need to be a bit more cognizant of what's going on with that. I'm the sort of person to use words like cognizant. I was like doing a bit the other day about the like $5 words that I use. And I had to remember like how many $5 words do I actually use? It does get to be a lot. Now we have a Fatal Melting. Okay. Before I do anything else, get rid of those freaking flyers. Okay, so I have 5 reanimates. First one, you visit Ekka. I need one of you guys to stick around here. Oh, I actually need 2 of them up here, right? 'Cause I don't want to let that guy through. Which means that the rest of my moldeds are all scaling for this unit. Actually, playing more units should be stronger. But it's kind of long-run power, so I want to get them to see the moon cycle next turn. Chip him down a bit. I think we're actually not redrawing everything. I think we're not guaranteed the Fatal Melting every single turn. Because we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We've got 9 in hand. Yeah, we're seeing 9 out of our 13 cards every turn. This is not the sacrifice guy, so I can't move him downstairs on demand. So we'll just Moon Ritual up here. There's no further optimization than that right now. If I take both of these guys downstairs, these amalgams don't die, but I want to check and see if both of these are moved downstairs. Do we kill Rax? Yes, we do. And since that ends the fight, we'll just move on from there. Oh, I got Fire Hunted. I didn't need to get Fire Hunted. I could have played more cards. That was a little silly. 10 damage for no reason. Okay. Eclipse Chamber is not really good. There's an argument for Moonbeam. Because Moonbeam is probably better scaling than a Fatal Melting in terms of how Conduit works with it. We're probably getting up to like 20-something Conduit, or we can actually get up to like 40-something Conduit over the course of a fight. So then we can Moonbeam for like, I don't know, a lot. Let me try this. There's a chance we can use that to like one-shot a boss at some point, and it goes pretty wild. I think I like a Formless Child quite a lot. This is much better scaling than some of what we're doing, but it brings back random units. I think I want the Pyre Remains, and I want to check for alternative runes. Yeah, these aren't better. Versatile Ember Staff is great. The rest of these don't matter much. Yeah, I can't think of a case where these matter. Stardust Treat is kind of interesting. Shadow Sheath is actually maybe playable here. This is like one of the only cases where Shadow Sheath is any good. But it might actually scale up our attack. The problem with Shadow Sheath is it makes Formless Child bad, and Formless Child is good otherwise, so we're not going to take Shadow Sheath. I'll take Stardust Treat. That's fine. It's like an inoffensive extra bit of scaling. Alright. Duplicator then. Are we duplicating anything? If we were duplicating anything, what would it be? What would it be? I mean, there's arguments for duplicating Mooncaller, but we're not leaning on that strat too much. We could duplicate another draft to try and get our maximum drafts, our draft maxing, to be more maxed. I think duplicating the Formless Child is maybe good. Because this gives us a lot more attack scaling. If we can get it to duplicate the right things, which is a function of how many of them we're playing. And in terms of playing more of them, I'm going to duplicate Molded again. And probably again. All of our scaling is through playing Molded a lot, so we have to play it a lot. But if it's one more beyond this, I think I might duplicate a Fatal Melting here. Yeah, let me do that. I think there are some cases where using this to, like, kill a floor is very valuable. I think there are some cases where using that to kill a floor is necessary. I want to make sure Ekka is the first thing I play. She gets the Stardust Treat. Because I am very interested in her not dying. Everything else is going to be about the same as them. We got Votavary block, which means we're going to have Votavaries to block for the rest of the game. That's pretty cool. Let's see, I don't have Mooncycle this round. want a Formless Child blocker. I can bring in a Moon Pixie, which lets me Witch Weave this Discordant Heretic to death. They do not want my draws to be obstructed. We're going to let the Draft die, but that should, it'll guaranteed come back off the Consume pile with the Formless Child. Formless Child only gets us one of our 2 drafts back. That is okay. Put you up here. Fatal Melting is up to about 20-ish, kinda. Let's see. After I play this draft, the Consumable Witch Weave kills this. Because I do want that gone ASAP. I want a Votavary at the front of the line. I think it's going to be a Fatal Melting here. Witch Weave one of your reanimates away. Sacrifice this. I want to get in a Formless Child. Like I can probably afford to do that. Our Moon Pixie, I think, is dying to Seraph's action, and I don't have a way to stop that from happening. Okay, so I want to give these guys a mooncycle. Since a Formless Child is going to end, I need to have something in the Consume pile I want. It should be one of these drafts. So I will sacrifice a draft, bring the draft back again, then sack him again so I have a 50-50 on getting him out of the Formless Child. The rest of this is probably fine. Votavary blocker. Let's see. Fatal Melting is 36. I want to bring in the Mooncaller. The Mooncaller doesn't die immediately, but it does die soon. At least it's likely to. Moon Pixie. Draft. Let's see. I need to have a draft up here for the quick. The Moon Ritual. Sacrifice this draft and then bring it back. I needed the energy more than anything else there, so I could Fatal Melting that floor. I don't want to cover of Night here. You've got out the Votavary. Formless Child doesn't immediately die. Maybe I drop him and then put this Formless Child here or here. Okay, it doesn't die right away, but let's try it. And then I bring in the other Formless Child right here where it dies. I get rid of this drag. This drag caught one of my Formless Children setups. Go ahead and burn this. I want the extra attack on the draft. Does kill the Avowed Gladiator. We've got a lot of flexibility on how we make a lot of these plays. Like a crazy amount of decisions to try and make. Okay, this Formless Child is burning out. Play that out. Want the dregs gone. Space for 2 units here. For that. Bloody Moon is at 34. I need 2 energy. Do this, 37, kill him. We have units living in the back, including an Avowed Gladiator. Avowed Gladiators are a pretty big priority to deal with. I'll drop a Nightingale back here so they can pick up some scaling. I will have free space because of the Formless Child death. Bring in a Draft again. Okay, that's a lot more damage. I think it's more reasonable. 35x times. Let's try and push more damage on the boss. I don't know if we can really push Conduit in this fight. Can't really think of how to do it. I don't have a damage spell to get rid of the Chosen Supplicant in the back. That's a bummer. I'm going to be taking some nonsense into the deck. Bring in a Draft to catch the Moon Ritual. Need energy. I think I bring out the Resin Blades onto this guy with the 113 attack. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. That's really helpful. Okay, so now we're clearing that. Then I think it's probably, like, Draft, Greg on this floor. I guess this is the floor where we're allowed to scale Conduit, because these units are catching health from the mooncycle, and it makes them a lot less likely to die. As opposed to, like, this Moon Pixie. It's just gone. Stardust Treats, I think, are actually pretty good with Melted Remnant. We're playing creatures more frequently than other builds. Just want to vote a very here, I think. Okay, Ekka's not dying. It's good. Fatal Melting here is an obvious play. Let's get that done. Lock it in. Okay, let's see. I think I don't need to change the configuration of the top floor before I Witch Weave. Let's see. There is a good Bloody Moon target. Drop you, take that Bloody Moon target, Witch Weave him. With these 3 drafts out, I have 3 more moldings to do. And then I can replay them all down here. What we do... Actually, a lot of this... gonna play the Resin Blades. And now we can Moonbeam. And then go for our Moldeds. I need to play one of these first. So that's starting to get funny. And that's a choice we make over bringing back our Formless Childs. But I think it's fine. A lot of our units become much more valuable once they've picked up a single Formless Child buff. This needs to happen at least once, pretty much. I kind of need... I need Conduit on this floor. Let's just bring in a Moon Pixie. 10 on a Witch Weave. Now I just fill this up with units. Bring in a Draft. Bring in some Formless Children. some 40 on a Bloody Moon. There we go. Let's see if they can kill both of these. No, they can only kill one. His health is scaled up quite a bit. Let's see. Let's get the Nightingale back up out here. He'll burn out immediately. Let's see. Which we have one of you guys. Oven Spike, 12 more Conduit onto you, I guess. There are so many ways for us to play with the resources we have right now. It's a little dizzying, but it's pretty cool. Double Fatal Melting doesn't quite kill. Not immediately. Let's see. We have 3 space right now, so it's very likely that we can just mold something that's tough enough that we win. Okay, we're not winning because our units are burning out. So what if we bring them back with more burnout? That does it. Are we taking any more damage? We're fine. This is probably the least involved my champion has ever been in a win. I think there might have been like a Wildington run where I didn't care what Wildington was doing because I went infinite. But we're not really playing a champion, we're just playing drafts. Playing drafts is fun, though. I really like it. With this much Pyre health, I think we're in a really good position. And like I said, we're just super flexible. Like, we can have half the guys in our cars slaughtered, and then just bring them all back, Fatal Melting everything down, and still get out of it. I think we'd have to play like an absolute loon to lose at this point. We're very safe. Which you would think is like, oh, famous last words or something, right? But I just think we're in a really good position. Mooncaller, we've got the Votavary block, which can like happen every single turn. I don't have a molded enabler immediately. But we'll drop a Moon Pixie and a Dreg, I think. I think we just use a Dreg to block an attack. Okay, and here's our drafts. I want to do draft, Dreg, Moon Ritual, Sacrifice for Energy, Votavary, Higher Light. I don't have a way of dropping that Chosen Supplicant without the Witch Weave getting him. Full car here, Witch Weave does not do enough yet. Kill you off into molding you back. Bring you back again. It's running at 16. Plus 18. 34. Just short. Oh man, what a bummer. I'll play it because it means I can probably kill next round. If I had sacrificed the draft one more time before playing the Coven Spike, it would have killed. Okay, no Fatal Melting in hand. Get the blocker out. Play the Discordant. Draft into Moon Ritual, into Sacrifice the Draft for energy. I think we do play the Curses of Entropy, because it doesn't matter, all of our units die anyway. We sacrifice you. We are feeding Harvest a little bit. That might be a bad thing. It's not, like, immediately bad, but that should kill the Chosen Supplicant. Gotta make sure we're getting that done. That's important. I don't want to play any more units into this strike. But I do want to get the rest of the units out into the consume pile. It's going to be a little difficult for us to get hits on our Formless Child this run. We didn't get them early. There's Fatal Melting for over 50. Solve some problems. Keep using Votavary up here. Discord Toll. Sacrifice you. Shard. I think I need one draft here to kill both of those. Means I can get another draft up with Ekka. We do want to prioritize units with Ekka wherever possible. I don't have the means of stopping him from pyre hunting, so we're just not going to play anything that round, that floor this round. You're missing health. Weave that back in. Get rid of more guys that I don't need. Let's see, 40 spare damage. I should have played it on the other one. I was like just short of the quick sweep working fast enough to kill there. Alright, Draft here to see the Moon Ritual. We Moon Ritual. Sacrifice you. We need at least one quick attacker to be here for this Ravenous Zealot. Use a Votavary to block Entropy. Firelight's a priority. Play this. Play this, sure. They're not gonna slow me down enough, honestly. Let's see. Need more energy. Let's see. So these guys are going to move up by one, and I'll have to find somewhere other way of killing them. But that's fine with me. I'll Resin Blades you for some damage. Drop one of his spell shields. I don't think it's likely that I want to spellcast kill him. I'm just going to play these right away. Okay, let's see. I do need to chop this floor down. How am I doing that? That's a good question. I want the Votavary out. 13 molded options available. We did catch bonus attack here on this draft. Let me start building out this floor to see what that looks like. I think Bloody Moon's probably not doing too much for us, so we'll just remove one of his reanimates. Take that back. I think I need to be bringing back Formless Children here. Okay, so everything that has an attack value here is dying. The Chosen Ardent can go all the way to the Pyre. Doesn't matter. Let's see. I don't have another reanimate for this draft. I don't want a Cover of Night, because I want the Vote of Eri to go away. But I can Cover of Night here. Firelight, Moon Ritual, Coven Spike, another 6 Conduit. I think that is an okay way of playing that round. I think a Formless Child just brought back a Formless Child, which is a bit of a bummer, because he actually brings him back with cost. I want to put the Vote of Eri here, because Savagery is the only thing showing that kills him right now. I think I Fatal Melting this floor, so I can push more damage onto Entropy. Let's see, I need energy. Give me some. Bring back more drafts. I don't want to get Pyre Hunted anymore. I need more energy, so I'm just going to cycle him. Okay. Bring in the Resin Blades. Actually, Witch Weave you, and that's kind of free. Mooncycle. Take more spell shields off of you, I guess. Alright, we need to be pushing for the finish now. Make sure Savagery has enough attack targets that he's not Pyre Hunting. Because it does kind of turn into a problem if he's Pyre Hunting. Okay, he is no longer Pyre Hunting. Which means I can spare a draft down here. Vengeful, Vengeful, Resin Blades. And then the Moon Ritual into Moonbeam for 80. Pretty small Moonbeam, but... we might need to Moonbeam Savagery off the table. He's scaling a lot. We don't need to play any more Pyre Lights. We are killing him at a decent pace. It's just not a good pace. We're not pushing enough onto Entropy. Let's see. How do we best get bodies in? I think we just bring in more Formless Child so that we get more damage scaling across a broader range of units. And then we start building bigger floors to push more damage onto Entropy. I want my Resin Blades in. $283. Yeah, the Moonbeam scaling is pretty slow. It was a very, like, luxury pick for this. So this floor is silence, but we're killing everything meaningful here. Ekka needs a blocker. Gonna be this draft. Can't sacrifice those guys, but I'm sure I have one more that I can sacrifice. I don't think I actually do want to sacrifice him. I'm gonna get Pyre Hunted again. I'm doing some damage to him. I'll take a Vengeful Shard here. Start pushing damage with Witch Weaves. There's my Fatal Meltings. Alright, we've got enough, like, clean space that despite him having multi-attack 4, we're gonna get through this. This is the silence? Yeah, it's the silence. I'm gonna Fatal Melting you. So we just bring in a heap of drafts now, right? Is that enough to win, or do we need something else to play this? Maybe with that. Okay, 1,004 out of his 1,459. He's going into his last stretch. Another Formless Child. Getting Pyre Hunted again. He Pyre Hunts really aggressively at this point. Put Conduit where it's safe. I think we kill next turn. Play that right away. Yeah, we've got the kill on board. I'll just take it then. Yeah, we just kill on quick with the drafts. Okay. I maybe could have, like, made that cleaner if I was being more precise in one way, shape, or form, but it's okay. That is the kind of build that is just... It's probably going to win if you get through with enough health. And, I do think the Formless Childs were a very important difference in our attack power scaling. That is win number 80. Feels like a threshold, but it's not really a clean fraction. The Moonbeam and the Coven Spike were pretty meaningless, but we mastered more cards.